Video walkthroughs do not belong inside of products. I would even go so far as to say that if you need a video walkthrough to explain how to use your product or the features in it, your design and user experience is fundamentally flawed. My name is Will King, and this is the second episode number 5 of Strong Opinions Weekly Held that I've recorded today, because I've got to talk about this. Let's do it! Okay, that was a very strong way to express my feelings on video walkthroughs, and they're not quite that strong, but it felt like a good intro. Let's dig into why I feel this way, and let's see if you end up agreeing with me. The first thing I want to cover is that video walkthroughs are not bad, like in isolation. In fact, they're extremely useful tools to have and be able to make and have in your toolbox when you use them correctly and in the right context. And later on, we're going to talk exactly like what that context is, but inside your app is not the right time. Why? Well, when a user's logged into your app, they're there to do something. They've already bought into the problems that your software is going to solve, and they are actively engaged and have a goal, and our job is to keep them that way. We often talk about this as like flow state. As engineers, when you're like writing a code on a project and like you like don't realize like 2 or 3 hours has gone by, and engineers chronically complain about being interrupted and being pulled out of that flow state. And a video walkthrough is like pouring molasses on all that potential energy that somebody has as they are going from an active role to a passive role, because they are actively trying to do something inside of your software, and what you are doing is you are putting them in the back of their seat in an inactive state, asking them to remember some recipe or some incantation for how to get your software to do the things that you promised them it could do. And that's bad design. I don't care how you spin it. You should be able to use the full power of software. There's so much more that software can do than video to remove complexity from existence on your back end on how you are building your software, or to guide the interactions on your front end using UI in different fields and design to point people in the way they need to go. But our job is to maintain the flow state of our user and pull them through the experience of using your software. It should feel magnetic almost. They should know where to go, what to be doing. And that's how I feel about video walkthroughs inside of products. But that's just one side of the coin. That doesn't mean video walkthroughs are bad. I did say that they are in fact great in the right context. So when is the right context? Well, when a walkthrough is used as a means of distribution, that's the right context. When it's being used not on people who are already bought in and trying to use your software, but on people who aren't. People who you need to show the power of your software and explain the ease in which the problems that they have can be solved. And this happens on YouTube. It happens on social media. It should go on your marketing pages, your landing pages. That is where a walkthrough should exist. And when the goal is conversion and not guidance. And you want to know a little secret? Guess what? If you've nailed that first part, if you have a magnetic product that you've simplified and the experience and design helps people through your software, your video walkthrough is going to be like 200% more effective. Because when your walkthrough videos need to focus on the steps needed to use your product, you're going to lose your users. But if it already does that for you, you get to turn your focus onto storytelling, on explaining the value your software provides at a level that will resonate with your which will resonate with your potential customers. Okay. That's it. That's the full opinion, both sides of the coin. Strong opinion shared. What do you think? Now that you heard both sides of my argument and heard what I had to say, do you agree? I know people have strong opinions about videos, and if your product has video walkthroughs, you probably have like a strong emotional reaction to this anyway. But I want you to like really think about what I said, and I want to hear what you think. I've got a link below to Ripple where we can talk, or you can find me on Twitter and you can yell at me there, or you can agree with me. Either way is great. I love disagreement. I love discussion. So let's make that happen. To end this episode today, I've got a fun little update. Today on X or Twitter, whatever you call it, my wife, Allie, who is hilarious, roasted me yet again. It's her love language. She said, I almost like want to stop doing it because I don't want people to think that I'm only mean to you. And I just told her that I think people understand that that's like your type of humor. You don't go around roasting everybody else. It's just me. And she's hilarious. And in that thread where she was being hilarious, somebody said, have y'all should do a podcast together. Well, ladies and gents, I think we might just do that. We talked about some ideas, and she said, and I quote, so you want me to offend the entire tech community? And she like paused for a second. She said, I accept. So we have some fun segment ideas that we might bring on just to trial run some things on this podcast if you want to stick around and listen in future episodes. But there are going to be 2 ground rules that y'all have to follow. 1, there is no schedule. When the opportunities present themselves, we'll take them, but don't expect them. It's just consider them like a little gift. The final ground rule is be nice, you filthy animals. It's for humor, and it's going to be good-natured fun. Although there are a couple serious segments on the docket, because like as parents, like I think there's some like good things that Allie and I'm not gonna like say that they were my ideas or anything. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. But like as a whole, like I think it'd be interesting to share like parenting stuff that we go through. So like those might come up as well. But we'll see. I think it'll be fun. Let me know also what you think about that, or if what you would like to hear related to that. But that's all I got. I will probably share the original episode number 5 that I now have available at some point. Probably is like next week's episode, because then, content hack, I don't have to record next week. But who knows? I may get struck with inspiration again next week, and I'll probably just release both of them then in that case. But that's all I got today. See ya.